If you chase greatness, the money's gonna come. Don't chase the money, because greatness don't come just because of the money. The money comes because of the greatness.
Now fast forward recently to Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, goes viral, but not for football, but for how he structured his contract. He had an equity clause in his deal with Gatorade. That clause basically said, I'm not just here as a name or a body, I want part of what's being built off of me. I want ownership in the outcome. So that clause essentially just preserved his interest. And he didn't walk away with just a one-time check. He walked away with his corrected status in the contract, and he claimed his equity.
Lose time, lose friends, lose nights, lose mornings, lose more sweat than I knew I had, but lose the target I have on my back? Nah.
Shedeur Sanders just turned down $60 million from Gatorade, and there's a reason he could become the youngest billionaire in NFL history while still playing football. Instead of taking guaranteed cash, he did something no rookie has ever pulled off. He demanded equity in one of the biggest companies on the planet. Before we dive into why 3% of Gatorade USA could be worth way more than $60 million over 3 years, you need to understand the prime equity clause Deion Sanders created, the clause that's completely changing how athletes structure their deals. And remember that Nike contract that instantly doubled to $250 million the moment Shedeur took his first NFL snap? That's proof this isn't just business savvy. This is a generational wealth strategy that will pay off for decades.
The business model must change. It has to, and there has to be account and balances to that. And I mean that. And I try to check that. I was checking that, and that has to change.
Here's what happened. Gatorade came to Shedeur with a $60 million 3-year deal to be their spokesperson and brand ambassador. For most athletes, especially rookies, that's a dream come true. Life-changing money, a deal you sign immediately and call your family about. But Shedeur said no, not because the offer wasn't huge. He wanted something money couldn't buy. He wanted equity. He structured the deal to earn 3% ownership of Gatorade USA. Think about that. A rookie QB turned down guaranteed cash to own a piece of one of the most profitable beverage companies in the world. Here's why that's genius. Gatorade USA generates billions every year, and now Shedeur owns 3%. That's 3% of the profits, not just for a few years, forever. This isn't a contract. It's an investment, the difference between getting paid and actually building wealth. And it gets better. This isn't the first time Shedeur has shocked the sports business world. It's a pattern, a strategy, a blueprint. Before he even played an NFL snap, Nike offered him $125 million. That alone would have made him one of the highest paid rookies ever from endorsements. But Nike included an active player clause. The moment Shedeur stepped on the field for his first preseason action, the contract doubled. $125 million became $250 million over 4 years.
Only reason I'm showing you this, because I love y'all like this and I trust y'all like this. Fire. Fire. Probably playing in these this weekend. Fire. I don't know if you can handle this, but because I love y'all, fire. Now, I'm gonna show you one more thing, but you gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody.
And the kicker? He gets 50% of all his jersey sales. Half, not the usual 2% most rookies get, not even 5% that superstars negotiate. Half of every jersey with his name goes straight to him. The result, Shedeur became the best-selling rookie jersey before playing a single official game. $15 million in jersey sales as a 5th-round pick.
It's yours.
Yeah, that's hard. Thank you.
And then that one's for him.
Yeah, it is hard.
Why does this matter beyond the dollars? Control. ownership, making sure the value he creates comes back to him instead of being absorbed by corporations and teams. That's where Deion's prime equity clause comes in. Deion learned how the system really works, how teams and brands control image rights, how endorsements have to be approved, how profits are split in ways that favor everyone but the player. So he built a clause to fight back. Shedeur keeps full control of his image rights, no team approvals, no profit splits with the Browns. He negotiates directly with brands and keeps 100% of what he earns. That kind of autonomy is nearly unheard of, especially for a rookie. Most players hand over those rights the second they sign an NFL contract. Not Shedeur. Because of Deion, he avoids the same traps his dad faced. The results speak for themselves. On top of Nike and Gatorade, Shedeur has deals with AT&T, the Brady brand, EA Sports, his own apparel line, and even a signature barbecue sauce, all structured to maximize earning potential while protecting control. The Brady brand deal alone is estimated at $75 million annually, and all of it flows directly to him. Here's why the Gatorade equity is the smartest move. Equity compounds, cash doesn't. $60 million starts losing value the moment it hits your account. Taxes, expenses, bad investments. Equity in Gatorade grows every year. New products, new markets, every sale adds to his stake forever. That's generational wealth. Rich means money. Wealthy means assets that keep generating money. And Shedeur's trajectory? On pace to become the youngest NFL billionaire while actively playing.
This is the first time in history that a 5th-round pick has led jersey sales. Nobody is watching 3rd, 4th round as much as we would watch it. But you got to understand, freedom of speech is not free. And I think what Shedeur was doing, what Shedeur was saying, what his father was saying, and the way the father has kind of engulfed his children as you're going into a league where it's like, yo, I'm going to win.
Shedeur Sanders has sold the most amount of jerseys out of any rookie this year.
Think about that. Most NFL players earn their money through contracts and endorsements, then retire and scramble. Average career, 3 years. Studies show a huge percentage go broke shortly after. Shedeur won't have that problem. By retirement, he'll own pieces of multiple companies. His income won't stop. His grandchildren inherit wealth that grows over time. That's the power of equity over cash. Turning down $60 million wasn't reckless, it was calculated. Possibly the smartest single financial decision any athlete has made in modern sports. And it's shaking the traditional sports establishment, proving the old model is broken. Athletes don't have to accept whatever brands offer. Rookies can negotiate like seasoned vets with the right strategy and guidance. And he's a 5th-round pick. Draft position was supposed to determine leverage. 1st-rounders get premium contracts, top endorsements. 5th-rounders are supposed to be grateful for scraps. Shedeur flipped the script. He's making more off-field than most 1st-rounders, landing better deals, building an empire bigger than players picked ahead of him. Cam Ward went 1st overall, massive guaranteed contract, big endorsements. But is he negotiating equity stakes, getting 50% of jersey sales, building something that outlasts his football career? Not like Shedeur, because Shedeur had Deion Sanders teaching him the business, the prime equity clause protecting him, a blueprint from someone who learned the hard way. This isn't just about Shedeur winning, he's creating a template for the next generation, showing young athletes they don't have to follow the old path, they can demand ownership, build wealth that lasts long after their last game. Every young player watching is seeing performance on the field create leverage off it. Brand building matters as much as stats. Playing the long game beats chasing a quick check. The Gatorade equity deal is the latest chapter, and he's just getting started. He's a rookie QB with decades of earning potential ahead. If he's thinking at this level now, imagine the deals 5 or 10 years from now as a veteran. That's what brands are nervous about. Shedeur is setting a precedent. Athletes now know they have power. They can push for terms that favor them, not just accept corporate offers. Shedeur Sanders is leading a revolution at 22 as a 5th-round pick while still developing as a quarterback. He's operating at the highest level both on and off the field. That maturity and business awareness at this age is rare, the mark of true greatness. Traditionally, endorsement deals worked like this. Brand offers money, athlete accepts, brand owns the relationship and long-term profits. Athlete gets a paycheck. Michael Jordan made Nike billions, but for services rendered, not ownership. Same for countless athletes. Shedeur saw that model and called it broken. Why build Gatorade's brand without owning value? Why take temporary money when he could demand permanent equity? That thinking is revolutionary, and the sports business world doesn't want athletes to figure it out. If stars start demanding equity, the endorsement economy changes overnight. He's proving brands will agree to equity deals if the athlete has leverage and conviction. You don't need a 10-year career to negotiate like a veteran. You need to know your worth and refuse less. The ripple effect is here. Young athletes are asking agents why their deals aren't like Shedeur's. Agents are getting creative. Brands are realizing landing top names may require giving up a piece of the pie. Market disruption. Game-changing from the inside. All because one 22-year-old QB decided he was worth more than the traditional system offered. The irony, the media that criticized him during the draft, too confident, too demanding, are now watching him build an empire proving his worth. The same analysts who labeled his confidence and arrogance are seeing it turn into business success. Shedeur Sanders isn't just building wealth, he's building proof. Evaluations were wrong. Criticism was off base, and the future of athlete compensation looks nothing like the past.